Okay, let's take a look at Tackk, another pretty simple web publishing service that allows you to connect with your Google login. Once you connect with your Google login, you get to your dashboard, which allows you to look at other people's Tacks. It's kind of a social connection. But anyway, use this green button here, and it asks you what type of Tack you want to create. And we're going to focus on creating a school project. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. They basically arrange your just a template. But basically each of these assets are arranged in order, and you can give yourself a title for your project. Let's just say Blue Water Bridge. And over here I have the text. And you can see here that this allows you to change the color of the background and such of the theme. And as I change the theme color, it also changes not only the background but also the text. Now if I get a little more specific, I can change the color within the text to this monochromatic option to keep it within the theme scale. I can also change the size, and I can change its placement, its alignment, or I can delete it. So there's the title. This is a photo. I can click. Now I can either add my own photo, for example. There it is. Create a link, let's say, to an email or to a URL, and I can click and have it open in a new tab. Or maybe I just go right here and I select Blue Water Bridge and search. Maybe I do that. Or I can change its size. Or maybe I need to edit it again. I can upload, take it from my Instagram account, or maybe I need to take it from a URL. So I search Blue Water Bridge. Right click, copy image URL, Control V to paste, and it imports it. So I say I want this one, I'll trash that one, now I'm done. And this right here is a text. And so I can give it a caption. Bridge. Change its font. Now, underneath it, in this stream, everything is presented in a top-down order. You can continue to add things. You can see everything you can add is here. The headline is basically this. But then you can continue to add text, which was what you saw here. I can add photos, which we'd already seen. I can add video, which you can upload your own video. You can paste the URL. You can upload from these popular hosting sites, or as you can do with any media, you can upload from any of these 250 services. So any of these services, you can upload the videos or audio or links, and you can literally pull from any of these at all and embed any of their media to your site. So if you wanted to upload from this, you could, and resize it the way you want. Same thing with audio. Now the button, basically in any of these type of sites, buttons are gonna link you to something. You type your custom label, bridge traffic camera, and maybe I find the link to the bridge traffic camera, and then if they click on this, it would take them there. You can insert the map that you want. Again, color fits in the color scheme. Change the button shape. You can apply a sell or accept money to your PayPal account. A form, basically a very simple form. All this does is it sets up a situation where someone puts their name in, and they can put their email in and a message, and they hit send a message, and it sends it to the email address to which this account is registered. So it sends it to your email. It's a way for people to send you an email without them knowing your email. And then finally, you can do any type of media that you didn't have already with an embedded code, and an RSVP, which would house all of the RSVPs into your content database. Now, if you want to move your stuff, rearrange your stuff up and down, basically just use these up and down arrows. One thing you can do to basically give yourself different sections, because you're not giving yourself different pages, it's one long page, is you just give yourself a new headline, and you just title it and maybe you'd make that a little bit smaller and a slightly different color, so that this might be the heading of your whole thing, but as you come down here, you would make this something slightly different, so that this is a different heading, and as people would see what this looks like, it might give it a slightly different breakup in your headings, you know, because you're only going to have one long streaming page. If you want to look at the palettes of what these, what the whole color schemes look like, that's what this is, to change your whole color scheme at one time, which you might consider changing your color scheme to fit the colors within your main picture if you have a main picture like this. Your font types, change your font types for your whole page. This is the pattern for your background. Your main options here, especially if you're doing this for like a school project, you're going to want to set this to private. You don't necessarily have to password protect it, but if you do, make it something easy, and then that way, if you have like an assignment, you assign it something very simple like the teacher's last name, and then that way when you go to do this, you can, when you go to publish it, or you go to share it, you can just grab this, you hit publish, now it's live, but it's, see, I've set it to private. And this embed code here, this is what you're actually going to use. This is the actual link. So because it's private, other people aren't going to be able to find it. But because you use this copied code, then you just turn this code in, this little link, and if you have it password protected, you could use that with teachers and students, and then you can keep the content of this private, and then then the whole world wouldn't see it. But if you want to turn this on and make it public, then this is the code you're going to use. Of course, you could always post this and share this on any of your social media if you're going to try to use this for some sort of announcement page for your events and so forth. And that is Tackk.